Alright, it's been a while since I've done one in my car, and I'll make it quick because I got a bit of a cold and I don't want to talk too much. Today's rant: the bar has been lowered. I don't know if any of you guys are South Park fans. In my opinion, it's the greatest show there is. And they did an episode a while ago where the bar had been so far lowered. It's pretty funny because they kind of questioned whether or not they had done it. They themselves, the creators of South Park, had been the ones that lowered the bar or not. Excuse me. But it's so funny to me how low the bar has become in our society. You know, just the other night there was the State of the Union address, which almost 79, I think it was, even on CNN's polls, it was like 79% of people thought it was a great speech and approved of it, and in more conservative polls than CNN and MSNBC, it was much higher than that even. And they're like, people were calling him a hero, Trump a hero for this speech. Now, I think his State of the Union is great, but one of the big things they kept calling him a hero for was that he said, hey, let's not kill babies that have already been born, as the Virginia governor is proposing. Hey, you know what? Let's not perform late birth or third trimester, almost to up to birth, 9th month of pregnancy abortions. You know, the baby can feel this isn't right. And they're like, what a hero! What a hero! How? What? I agree with him, but he's saying let's not kill babies, and they're like, what a brave man. That's the world we live in. The world we live in where you're considered brave because you say let's not kill babies. Like, how low has the bar become? How low has it gotten that saying let's not abort babies in the final month of pregnancy makes you a brave, heroic man? Like, what? That should be, duh. But no, the bar is so low. Owen Benjamin, who I watch sometimes, he's always saying, a bunch of people are like, you're my hero. He's like, I'm not a hero. I might be a role model, but I'm not a great guy, necessarily. Maybe I'm somebody you can look up to, but don't put me at hero status. And he's put there, again, no offense to Owen Benjamin if he ever watches this, but he's put there because the bar's so low. Like, the dude's just speaking his mind and not afraid to speak truths, and, he even says, I might be wrong, but I'm not lying, and people think he's so brave for that, which, in today's world he is, but that's because the bar's so low. Like, just being an honest person makes you a hero? That's such a low bar. I get this, people tell me, oh, you're such a great guy, you're such a good guy. I'm like, I'm not that great of a guy, really. The bar's just super low. And this is the case in our education system. Kids in physical education, they can't meet the standards. So what did they do with the state standards, with the national standards, with city standards for the local public school systems? They just lowered the standards. They did this. This is what they've been doing in math and science. Because kids couldn't meet the standards or the objective, instead of figuring out what do we do to make them meet it, they just started lowering the bar. And be like, kids met the bar now. This is the world we live in. We keep lowering the bar, and it's become super, like, if you're a dude today, if you have your head on your shoulders, it is so easy to get a good woman. It is so easy to impress the ladies because the bar is redonkulously low. I mean, it is so ridiculously low. If you just don't cheat on a girl and you take time to talk to her every now and then, and you're honest, you're like a dream come true. If you have a job and you don't complain too much and you work out every now and then, you're like, oh my god, it's Fabio. Like, it's so easy because the bar has been lowered, because society is like become this cesspool of believing what mainstream media and Hollywood says is the right thing, and we all know that they're wrong. So when somebody actually just chooses to be independent and live by their own standards, not Aleister Crowley, do what thou will, but the standards of, hey, I need to have some morals, I need to have some ethics, you know? I gotta figure out what I feel like is virtuous and what isn't and live by it. If you just take time to do that, and even if your virtues are kind of wrong, if you're living by virtues and you actually are living up to the morals that you say you're gonna live up to, you're seen as like a hero. Seriously, it's so easy anymore. It's so easy. Oh yeah, I have a job. It's not a great job, but I show up and I don't complain and I do my work and I get along with people for the most part and I don't tell lies and I treat people with respect. You're looked at as like, oh my God, I'd give him the keys to my house and my daughter's hand in marriage right now if I could. Oh, are you willing to go on a date with my daughter? You're such a wonderful person. It's so easy, guys. Seriously. Just I mean, I don't know whether I can't tell if it's a good thing or a bad thing for dudes because the bar is so low, it makes it easy for us. Or if it's a bad thing because the bar is so low, that means society's rotten. But either way, the bar's low, guys. So just try a little bit and you'll be seen as totally legit. Alright, that's my rant for the day. God bless. Stay warm out there. It's a cold winter.